Uh, Hello, friends. I hope everyone is doing fine. Okay, I came with another video about storage accounts. Sorry, I did not upload a video yesterday, but don't worry. Storage accounts. Now, in storage accounts, we have. Before making storage account, what I have done is I have made a resource group of storage 111 for with east to west location, and then I'm starting making these storage accounts. Now in storage account, why these storage accounts? Now, what is storage account? Storage account is something similar to Amazon AWS buckets and system as that. And suppose there is a ongoing project, and there is a project which has a collaboration with US, UK, and India, and there should be a common storage account so that every team can share the data uh, in large numbers with a secured way, in a secured way, right? So in storage account we have to create, right? So I go to create, right? So don't worry guys, I will be explaining all this. So in the group resource group, I'm selecting storage 111. So the storage account name should be very unique, right? So storage, first storage and 149. Okay. And storage account should not have the uppercase, not accepted, not accepted. Okay, should be lowercase, right? So standard. Now standard. Now I have selected like region. In region we have multiple regions. We can select it, and then in performance we have like what. We have two types. Now someone will ask you how many storage accounts you have. We have only two types of storage accounts. We have two types. What is that? First one is standard one. In standard we get, let me share this. Sorry. We have like we have like two types of storage accounts, standard and premium. In standard we get all these types. Like we get containers and folders, sorry, blob, and then we have file stay shared storage service, table storage service, and queue storage service, right? So in standard we are getting everything, right? So if you go to the premium service, we are limited to any of these services. Like we can only select blobs. I will tell you what these are, like what is the use and what they are used for in the upcoming classes. Don't worry on this. My prime focus for today's session is creating a storage account, right? So I'm going with the standard. I want all the services, like, okay, like in this case, if I select all standard, I will be getting all these services. I can select, modify, do whatever I want with the standard in the future course. Okay, right? So in redundancy, I'm having GRS, TLRS, ZRS. Okay, different redundant services. For all these services, we will get two backup files with the one main file. Like if we are creating one, we'll be getting like three backup files, right? So in local, maybe in within East US, there may be data centers which are very in local. They will be creating a three backup files with the main one. So that is what it is, like zone wise, or geo zone wise, or with the terms you can understand this. So what GRS is nothing but secondary region, maybe East US. If you are selecting East US, and the other two would be Central US or West US. Okay, that is what it is. And here we can find the REST API operations, and then we have public access to on containers. There is a access on public containers. Enable storage account key access. Like in the previous video, you would be having access to the account storage account from the keys, right? So in this, the default active directory in the previous video, you would be following that. So these are the versions. We are using the latest version now. And now here, permitted scope for copy operations. Suppose you have deployed a virtual machine and it has been connected by RDP port, and you started your virtual machine, right? But after starting the virtual machine, suppose you have a data from your local laptop on premises, data is there, you want to store it to the storage account. That one you can do with this, from any storage account, right? And here, like, from storage accounts in the same Azure Active Directory tenant, there will be multiple. If there are multiple Active Directory tenants, you can copy from there and can store these data in the storage account, right? So this is what I select from there, and this is for big data. Suppose you have like 5 TB or 10 TB or 15 TB of data, you can select this option. And here you can see that this is the access tier, right? So here, if suppose there is an app like YouTube, right? We access YouTube for videos, to access the videos, and it's usually people spend like hours together to access those videos. And we have another website where there are some documents, so the people go there and read. So here, ideally, the website which is a YouTube video, I mean, there are videos, that server is access a lot more than the other one which has the only documents, PDF documents or images, right? So I select it as hot because we are using it frequently, depending on the uh, project. So Azure files, there are large files, you can select this. And then we are going to the networking. In the networking, what we have enable public access from all the networks, right? Public from any network, we can access that. Suppose if some companies have the VPN installed, and within the Cisco VPN, they might get access. So in this case, they have to add one virtual machine, created virtual machine. Okay. So as of now, I'm going to the enable, and in this, if I select selected virtual networks, when I create here, I have to give subs. What is this? Yeah, we have to give the IP ranges. Okay, I hope this helps you, right? So I'm setting the public access, right? So network routing. This is what recommended by Microsoft. Data protection. Suppose you have made a premium, sorry, standard one, standard, like here the standard one performance, and then if suppose by mistake you have deleted it, so there is a higher chance that you can recover that, right? So if you go through this, you can get the details. And tracking, here tracking is like, whenever you make some changes, um, suppose there is a software team which is working on some apps. They usually add um, programming lines on daily basis. Suppose with the same file name. Suppose in that case, we may create v1, v2, v3, v4 versions and keep logs for the changes, right? Access control, level immunity, enabling security type like data protection. So guys, accessing to the cloud I mean, like, some cloud information is not possible, and with these services, it is highly impossible that someone would get access to the data. Yes, I agree that you can't go physically and feel the data of your your data sets or of your storage, but it's completely safe, right? Okay, I'm going for encryption. Yes, in this case, whenever if you have seen my key vaults video, there you can find every time any function happens, you get describe IDs, and then you will get keys for that with keys for that, and these keys are like the you know access for the storage account or any service. Some companies would prefer customer managed one, like adding Zuki and all with a password. So on that basis, we can select it. Okay, enabling support for customer managed keys. As I said, the keys would be the same. I mean, like if you are selecting premium ones, you can help with this. So in tags are similar. Like whatever you are doing, services, whichever services you are doing, you can select from there. And then what is the value of that? So the review, I'm just looking after this, so I can see that I'm good to go. Right? Great. I'm creating it. Okay, fine. It is getting deployed. Right. So here we can see that you deployed. Okay, fine. So first, you see that we can see our first storage. Okay, right. So right, it has been created. Now, here we can see this performance as standard because we have selected a standard one. In standard, don't forget in standard, we get what do we get? All these things. Like all these things we get, right? We get all these four services. But let me make one more account, one more storage account, right? So in this one more storage account, what I would do is what I would do is I would make one more storage account with a premium service. Let me show you one so that you can understand more on this. I'm selecting the same storage and just I'm selecting the premium one. And because I'm doing a file shares, I'm just selecting that, and I'm for redundancy I'm selecting for LRS. And we have only two, right? We only have two for file shares. Okay, review it because all the options are same. Okay, the name is missing, I guess. Okay, so the second file shares, right? I don't know whether I could create because I'm using a student account, and I don't know whether they allow this service for me. So in premium service, I can able to see blob service, file service, queue service, and table service. Okay, okay, it's taking time. So in the access keys, I can use these access keys, you know, to share, to give the access to anyone, right? Okay, fortunately we have people able to do that. So in the resource group, I'm able to see, okay, fine. You saw this is premium service, right? Premium performance. In the premium performance, I can only see the file service, right? But here, when you come across here, the first storage, this is premium and standard one. The standard one, I can get all the access, like I have blob service, file service, queue service, and table service, right? So this is what I have opted for, and my location is East US. I have because I selected for the same. Now, uh, yes, I would be making another video how this storage service is deployed in the virtual machines, RDP port, or wherever you have created the virtual machines of Windows Server. Can add these services there. Okay, fine then. We can discuss it later. Thanks, guys.